my awareness is mine. I clean to zero. I just keep cleaning until I hear the voice, or I see a mental picture, or I feel inspired to make a move. And once I do that, then I get ready for divine guidance. And that's what we want. Because right now, we're only making two choices. We're either choosing life from fear or from love. And that's it. So in terms of Ho'oponopono, we're either getting stuck in the data, the information that's within us, or we're coming through divine inspiration, right? The God in us wants to come in and be playful and do. But then you got to give yourself some permission to do things that you want to do. This idea, I have to, I'm an adult. I don't want to be an adult anymore. I'm regressing. I have a 2-year-old son, and I'm just like taking notes, because I want to do what he does, because he has it right. He's coming to life empty. No preconceptions, no belief systems. You ever seen a child play in that wonderment? Oh my God, what does this do? That's what we should be doing. We don't do that because we're like, well, I don't want to touch that, because what happens if I touch and something goes wrong? What if I take that path and I fall? I was talking to somebody about this yesterday or 2 days ago, and they're like, well, I got to make sure I take the right decision, so I'm going to wait and I'm going to plan it out. And I'm like, well, how much is inaction costing you? Right? And you're only not taking action because there's fear. Fear of the unknown, fear of failure, fear of whatever. But let me remind you, fear is not you. Fear is an experience you're having. That's it, but it's an experience. Like you watch a movie, and you're experiencing the horror of that movie, you feel it, but it's not you. So you can clean it, And it takes time, but man, it is beautiful. The most important relationship you can ever have is between you and your subconscious mind. And in Ho'oponopono, we talk about the inner child. And in a real way, there is a child inside of you, right? When we know through our development that from age 2 to 7 really sets the foundation of everything. So in a real way, we've been making decisions from the mind of a 5-year-old. And we've never questioned them. We're like, yeah, this is what I've always done. Everyone around me is doing it. I guess it's the right thing to do. Challenge yourself. No, is it love? Then why am I doing it? Right? Why would we settle for anything less than that stuff? So this relationship between you and your subconscious mind is huge. So let's talk a little bit more about how cleaning works. I gave you some basic examples, but I'll tell you a deeper way to clean. Because we're not suffering from life. We're suffering from our perspective of life. Right? So behind any statement, there's a story behind it. So if I close my eyes and I say, I'm going to speak in front of 50,000 people, right? That's my statement. That's my desire. I also understand by making that statement, I'm going to be introduced with some counter intentions, right? I'm not speaking in front of 50,000 people, not because I lack the ability, but there's some stuff that's preventing me from taking the steps to making it happen. I'm not clear on the vision yet. So my job is to clean it. So what am I cleaning? When I first started to do this process of becoming a Ho'oponopono coach, I'd close my eyes and I'm like, I'm a Ho'oponopono coach. Show me what I'm holding on to. And I'd feel, this is bullshit, right? You can't heal people from saying thank you. You know that's garbage, right? Well, what would that person think of you? Like, even thoughts of childhood friends were coming up. Like, think of that. This memory of a childhood friend that I haven't spoken to in 30 years, on some subconscious level, was influencing my decisions. Because it came up because I was quiet enough, and I cleaned enough, I can hear the voice saying, well, what if this guy sees you on Facebook doing all these things with your hands, acting weird? What is he going to think of you? Now the conscious Dimitri would be like, well, that's ridiculous. I don't care what he thinks of me. But that's not who's running the life. It's that 5-year-old saying, well, I want to be validated. I want to be worthy. I don't want anyone to hate me or think I'm weird. And we can choose to accept that, or we can choose to say, well, this is not for me. I want to speak in front of 50,000 people. I love you guys, but I want to speak in front of more people. So thank you. Show me that path. I don't know what it is. As I stand here today, I don't have the understanding of what it would take to speak in front of 50,000 people. But it doesn't matter. It's not my job to do that. My job is to clean up the doubt, the fears, the anxiety, whatever's coming up. And then just watch as my life shifts. And as all of a sudden, some guy just shows up who has an expertise in this. They just show up. Or I'm watching TV and this ad comes up. So in May, we're going to host a 150-person 4-day masterclass. And when I made the decision, I was like, I have no idea. I don't know how this is going to work. Who do I even go to start this? And then as I cleaned the next day, every answer came to me. The event planner showed up, the venue showed up, how the class is going to go, how the income revenues were going to show up. It just showed up. It just came to me. And now I have a choice. Do I just sit with it as a mental thought, or do I take action? So that's what it's going to do for you. So this inner child, there's a couple of ways we can talk to our inner child. And it's super important that you understand what this child is holding on to. Because remember that your body is a memory of everything you've ever experienced. Just because you can't remember it, or have a memory of a past history, doesn't mean it's not in you, influencing you. Right? So when you were 5 years old and mom or dad or whomever didn't give you that toy or didn't do anything for you, and you caught this fit, that energy of that memory on some level is still somewhere. Right? So we can't even pretend to understand what's in us. Clean. Clean, clean, clean. You ready for a meditation? Yeah? Any questions before we start? Am I really this good? Are we all going to be enlightened tomorrow?